our angle. And quite honestly, he's right. This one is driven into the gap. It's carrying back, and the center fielder with a nice job hauls it in, but nobody's covering second base. It's a race double play, and a base running error will cost the Melbourne Bulldogs an opportunity at a run. That's just a stellar track out there by the senior outfielder, Jake Lee. He'll turn the double play. That will end the inning. Swing and a miss, and that's a three-strike. That's a three-pitch strikeout. The 0-2 is now 6 pitches, 2 strikeouts. And there's a hard shot off of Cooksey, scooped up, and nicely done there by Phelps. To strike 3, catcher dropped the ball, and MATOS will up and throw him out to complete the strikeout.
Delivers to Tamburino. Tamburino hits the ball. The second baseman fields it nicely, cleanly. Throws over to first for the out. And ball's going to get away, but it bounces back quick.
He's in there.
And he's under the tag. And Rockledge gets the early lead here, 1-0.
Great job by Mike Achino. Boy, that.
Rockledge 1, Melbourne 0 here at Dawson Field. And the ball gets into the outfield. Rockledge will score. No, the throw's going to come. And they do score.
Big 2-out hit.
0-2 the count to Keeley. And 3 straight pitches. And 1 up, 1 down for the
change. So nice pitch.
And another strikeout for Cooksey and the Rockledge Raiders. 2 up, 2 down.
On its way. Lifted into right. We're going to get a tagging situation. Dillard will have a shot at this. Here comes Ruth. The throw. He dropped the ball. He dropped the ball, had him. Dillard with a perfect strike. And
just could not transition it.
Yep, couldn't get it in and get the tag down. Strike 3. Norman kicks. Strike 3, and the Rockledge Raiders remain unbeaten on the season as Aldegi goes down on strikes, and Norman. Hey, everybody, Alan Slaughtersinski for the Brevard Sports Network, and we're here with our players of the game. Guys, this really goes back. This is a 2-game interview because I wanted to talk to you guys about Friday night as well. Big win over Merritt Island. I'm here with pitcher Clayton Cooksey. Clayton, great job out there on the bump tonight. Kind of take me through it a little bit and what you knew about them and what you wanted to come in and do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, main thing, just pitch to contact, hit my spots, and trust my D behind me. Not try to be too selfish. Just, trust my stuff, trust my teammates behind me, and let everything work out.
What's your go-to? What do you like to throw? When do you like to throw it?
I love throwing my slider. When I got my slider, I love throwing that thing. Yeah. So.
No doubt. And Jonathan, you tonight got on base a couple times, got a hit out there. Big Friday night for you as well. Kind of take me through a little bit. You're the catcher on this team, and so kind of take me through this pitching staff a little bit. Tell me about these guys, and really from what I've seen thus far, 11-0. What makes them so special?
I mean, I just believe myself. I believe in my teammates. I believe on Cooksey as a pitcher. And the thing, we just get ahead of it a little bit more, and I just, I believe in my team and all that. And more Cooksey, he throws, he's a good pitcher. He's a great pitcher. He's a great pitcher. And, that little slider that he got is very nasty, and I love it.
Let me ask you this. Your bat is smoking hot right now. How much pride you put in that? How much work you put into that?
Man, summer when I got a long time ago, I got like a problem with my stomach. I pray to God, so I can be better and feel better. And then during the fall, I start working hard all the way to December. And then, just keep working, and this is what I'm getting.
Clayton, to know that you can go 5 strong like you did and turn it over to a freshman like that, what does that mean?
I mean, it feels great not having a ton of pressure and just really relying on the staff, relying on the guys, like Mato said. I mean, it's a team effort, It's great having him behind the dish, too. His arm, don't have to worry too much when runners are on base because, his arm's got him. So, yeah, it's a great time.
All right, so let me ask you this. This program, your coach, Tradition, 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 tradition. When I think of Rockledge baseball, I think of tradition. What does it mean to be a Raider? And furthermore, to be honest with you, I know there's always an end game in terms of a seasonal goal, and I know it's one game at a time. But you are 11-0, and you guys look like you're having a lot of fun. Tell me about the pride of Rockledge baseball.
I mean, the pride's massive, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got so much history in it, and we just try to keep that rolling. You know, we've had down years these past 2 years, and we're just trying to climb back up to where we once were and just trying to keep that going and bring some fun into it, you know. Try to have fun while doing it.
You know, it's a great program when he says down years and they're in double-digit wins and still beating good teams. But that's the tradition that this program has. What does it mean to you?
Man, this is my first year being in Rockledge. I mean, when I saw this kid, I was like, oh, we're gonna have a great year. And then when I talked to one of the kids, they were like, oh, they didn't do it that well, and last couple of years. And then, but they told me, we got a stat team, we got a ton of pitching, and then we're ready to roll out.
Guys, I tell you what, that's a big win tonight. You're 11-0 now. I don't like talking about games down the line, so we won't, one game at a time. Keep doing what you're doing. If you wanted everybody to know one thing about this team that they don't know that you can tell us, what would that one thing be?
I mean, we're coming for you.
There you go. Okay.
We're aggressive. We're coming to attack. We want the win, and I think our guys want it more than anyone else in this county, so we want it.
And what would you say?
And I'm gonna be honest, but I feel that state in that district. I feel the district on me. I feel it. I feel it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
I feel it.
I tell you what, these guys right here, these two guys right here, when the Raiders win district championship this year, these two guys will be a big reason why that happens. For Clayton Cooksey, Jonathan MATOS, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski for the Brevard Sports Network. I'm here with Coach Greg Claiborne and Coach 11-0 now. This one was tough tonight. This was great pitching, great defense, timely hitting tonight. But to be 11-0, you win games like this.
You have to. We've had a tight one against Harmony, a tight one against Merritt Island, a tight one tonight. And if you want to get where you want to be, you got to win the tight games. Yeah. And we've been fortunate enough to find ways to do that in those 3 ball games.
Coach, the middle of, MATOS behind the plate, your arms up through the middle. You've told me before you got to have a great middle. Talk about the middle play of your baseball team.
Well, MATOS is new to the program, but the great thing about Rockledge is we have 2, I'll just go ahead and say it, 2 stud catchers, and they rotate behind the plate and at first base, and they just keep switching because that's going to make us good behind the plate and good at the plate because their legs will be fresh at the end of the year instead of catching every inning. And they hit 3-4 for us, so, we need their legs fresh. So we got that blessing of 2 stud catchers, and then our pitching staff, we got 4 guys that are seniors that are going to pitch in college next year, and 2 other guys that aren't seniors that are either committed or, as you saw tonight, will be committed soon. And then up the middle, it's a senior at short, a senior at second, and a senior in center field, so experience.
It's impressive to watch. Coach, I really like tonight. And I want to take you back to the situation. You got your freshman out there throwing, low 90s, strikes out 5 of the first 6 batters. He's got that 6th batter up, throws a 4-pitch walk. I love the fact that you came out to talk to him. What do you tell him right there?
Well, one of the things that makes him as good as he is outside of the physical talents is he is charged up. And sometimes, and I've always told our players, there's 2 types of players. Players that you got to continue to motivate, and sometimes you got players that are like overly motivated and stimulated. You got to calm them down. He's one of those kids, and sometimes you just got to back him down and realize the situation. So, and he's a very cerebral kid. As I told you, he's a 4.0 kid. So all it takes is a little visit and kind of get him geared back down.
What do you like? As you look, obviously you have great arms. Clayton tonight, another great outing. You can go. It feels like when I look at your roster and I've seen, how you played this year, it feels like you got one of those college rotations, so to speak. Obviously you love your pitching staff, but what does this team do well, sort of off the cuff, if you will? The little things. What do they do well on the little things?
In all honesty, I'm constantly pounding into them that the little things are going to win the big games. And that's one thing that's got to remain a focus for us because sometimes they lose sight of the little things. But probably the most important little thing, if you will, is not even on the field. It's how tight they are. Yeah. The camaraderie and chemistry of this team it's been impressive from the beginning.
You look back over this program and its history, Coach, and obviously, you know, a lot of people as you go 11, 12, and on. I know it's one game at a time, but I think looking at the rest of the county this year, this team's got some special things they can accomplish. How do you keep them homed in on that one game at a time mentality? Because that's important in baseball.
Can I ask you that question? Because I'm not sure I got the answer.
Yeah, no.
They're high schoolers, and keeping them, it's not motivating them to play, but it's motivating them to be focused. And sometimes when you play teams that you play that might not be as talented as you, because in the conference we play, play pretty much everybody. Sometimes when you play teams that aren't as talented, you lose focus. And if you lose focus, it's tough to be very good.
Well, this team is very good. It's the best in Brevard County. We've said it. Big win Friday night, big win here tonight. And this guy's a big reason why. You know all about him. We told you about him tonight during the broadcast. For manager Greg Claiborne, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network.